Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of a fat activist saying it's not my fault if I can't fit into the plane seat. These seats aren't designed for humans. We're also going to be taking a look at a bonus clip from this same creator where they talk about the 11 reasons diet culture has ruined your life, so be sure to stick around until the end. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache. Oh yeah, this is Fierce Fatty, who we haven't heard from in quite a while. It's been a while since we heard from Fierce Fatty. Talk a bunch of mess. Been a while. I'm sorry, I keep doing that all the time.
And I also want to recognize that moving from a body that is hated by society into a body that is more accepted, and then back again into that less privileged group, really sucks.
You mean to gain weight sucks? That was a very interesting way of wording that. Hold on. Moving from a body that is hated by society into a body that is more accepted, and then back again into that less privileged group really sucks. That was the most bizarre way of saying gained weight that I've ever heard in my life.
It sucks.
Okay, but who put us in this situation?
To go and everything alongside it. So the praise that you probably got, the oh my god, you know, you're gonna live forever now that you've lost weight, and
nobody has ever told me that. Honestly, I haven't got a whole lot of praise in general. When I lost weight, like, nobody actually praised me. Nobody was like, hey, good job, you're doing so much better now. I think that the people around me thought that I started becoming a douche when I lost weight because they were all still overweight and they didn't want to hear my advice or whatever. So that's probably why they didn't congratulate me. Some of your friends will congratulate you when you lose weight. Some will get bitter and jealous and stop being your friend and not ask you how you did it.
And, oh my god, you look so good and well done and what hard work and all that type of praise that we get. And then, you know, how everyone kind of goes silent, and then when we put weight back on, then the shame.
Well, I mean, how much shame is there? I mean, I love the way the Fierce Fatty speaks, man.
That we feel. And, you know, that societal privilege is huge, to lose that privilege. But this is not a game that we want to play.
The gaining and losing weight game? Oh, well, maybe we should just get to our goal and stay there then. I know that sounds real easy when I put it like that, but I don't know what else to say.
Right? We don't want to be blaming our bodies for the issue.
Right, we don't want to blame our bodies. We want to blame the actions that we took that made our bodies increase in size, right? We're not going to look at our body and be like, oh my god, it's fat, what the heck? Instead, we should be like, wait a minute, I ate a bunch of cookies and cakes and pies and things that would make me gain weight, so this just makes sense. This all makes sense. Like, this is the result of what I did yesterday. There's no mystery about it. We don't have to sit around racking our brains about it or getting emotional. We don't have to feel anything. I feel nothing. Honestly, bestie, I got nothing inside. So we could just logic our way through this. When you start to feel too much, it can hurt you. Feelings are valid and we should acknowledge them, but if they are harming us, then we should try to disconnect from those negative feelings and use our logic to see our way through the storm.
The issues in society, like plain belts not being made for humans.
Who are they made for? See, I did not clickbait you guys.
Like, you're a human being.
Yeah, you're a human being. You can't fit into a seat designed for human beings. What do you think the seats were designed for? Who do you think they were designed for?
Fat people are human beings. Plain seat belts are not made for humans.
What? Okay, you are a human being. I'll give you that. But plain seats were designed for human beings as well. So you're implying that human comes in one size, and that's larger than an airline seat. Okay, well, if that's the case, what the hell are the airlines on about? You guys are making a whole entire plane of seats that not one human being can fit in. What the heck? Who is this plane even for? Antelopes Is that what we're doing? We're flying antelopes around on commercial jetliners? Way to go, Delta. Yeah, that's a really good business model, stupid. Make planes for humans. God, gotta teach these morons everything, you know what I'm saying? Fierce Fatty. Gee, Alaska Airlines, maybe you could fit some human beings on your plane if you put some full-size seats in there!
They're made for a few humans, not everyone.
Well, I mean, if they were made for everyone. I saw a guy on TV that weighed 800 pounds. A seat that would fit him would be not a seat at all for me. That would be like a bed or like a love seat to me, and it wouldn't hold me in at all. I'd be bouncing around inside of that seat. Only the 800-pound man would be able to comfortably sit inside of that seat. That's why the idea that we can make seats for everyone is insane unless everyone got down to a similar size like they used to be.
And so recognizing that that's fucked up. It doesn't mean your body's fucked up. That is fucked up. Society is fucked up.
Okay, so if we grow too large to fit into the seat, it's not our fault, it's not our body's fault, it's effed up, and it's society's fault. It seems to me that we're not doing ourselves any favors by blaming society when we can't fit into the seat. All of society used to fit into those seats. It's honestly pretty simple to see why some people are where they are and some people are where they are. People that say that all of their problems are society's problems don't seem to make a whole lot of progress. People that are like, wait a minute, this is my problem, I need to take control of the situation, seem to have a lot more success. So these two approaches at turning our lives around have very different success rates. That's all I'm gonna say. Next.
11 ways you don't realize that you still have diet culture in your life. I love this.
I love this too.
I love pointing these things out to people and then being like, oh, yeah.
Is that what they do? Oh my God. Oh, I didn't see it that way before. Oh. Whew. That kind of took it out of me. Oh yeah? So when you say stuff, people are like, oh my God, that was so pertinent. You just blew my mind right now. Dude, when I tell somebody something, they're like, oh my God, I never thought of it that way. You're such a genius, Cynical Dude. Can I shake your hand, sir? Let me shake your hand. That sounds very realistic, right? You know, I know we're always blowing people's mind out in society, right? And they're like, oh my God, dude, I never thought of it that way. I'm sorry. I'm being so sarcastic.
Oh shit. Because a lot of people think like, okay, well, I've stopped dieting. Therefore, you know, I'm not dieting. I'm not.
People are coming to you for guidance for some reason, and your guidance is blowing their minds.
Doing any of that shit anymore, and therefore I'm not surrounded by diet culture, and I don't believe that we should be dieting anymore. And
I'm not sure who this advice is for. Are there larger people coming to you and trying to figure out how they can disconnect from diet culture, or...
And I don't believe that we should be dieting anymore, and, you know...
Revolutionary. Please, take my money. Here's all my money. Thank you for that.
I'm changing the way that I think, and I've got rid of all of that bullshit from my life.
Okay.
Chances are you live in a culture...
I don't live in a culture, thank God.
That is...
Oh, there's more.
Also a diet culture.
I live in a culture that is also a diet culture. I would actually consider myself more closely related to acidophilus. I'm sorry, that was a yogurt culture joke. There's acidophilus in the yogurt. I'm sorry, I killed the joke by explaining it.
Societies that values thinness and quote-unquote health in the guise, you know, of eating in a certain way and moralizing.
I love how she said in the guise of, you mean under the guise of, but also the way that it's spelled right here. It's said in the guise.
You know, of eating in a certain way and moralizes food. Thinner equals healthy. It's so normal. It's so normal that it's kind of, you can't see it.
Well, I can't see it. I can't see it quite a bit. What do you mean?
When you're in diet culture, it's just, well, this is just what it is. You know, this is...
When you're fully entrenched in diet culture, dude, it's hard to see the real world beyond it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for really realers.
Of course, it's better to eat this food.
Well, I mean, we don't have to, like, obsess to this degree. It's really messing up your head to learn that some food has a better nutritional value than other food for some reason. Like, I don't know why we need to get emotional about that.
Of course, it's better to be healthy. Of course, it's better to be smaller. Duh.
Well, it's better to be healthy. I mean, smaller is subjective, and that's very bizarre language. Who cares who is smaller?
No, like, of course, when we realize, okay, diet culture's f***ed up, dieting's f***ed up, won't make me thin, it's just makes me sad.
Okay, well, like I've said countless times in the past, I would not recommend fad diets. I would recommend simple lifestyle changes that can have long-lasting results. Like, we need to change the way that we eat from now on. We don't just eat healthy food for a while, lose the weight, and then we go back to eating the way that we were. No, we stop eating all the unhealthy food that was making us overweight and just eat a different way from now on. It doesn't have to be any more involved or emotional than that.
And is not working for me anymore. That's it. I'm done with dieting.
Okay, well, unfortunately, a lot of people have tried various fad diets that are very difficult to stick with. So they go back to eating the way that they were. A lot of people are also addicted to the highly processed food, and they haven't stopped consuming it for long enough to stop being addicted to it.
I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to work to try and overcome my fat phobia.
Oh. What? We're not going to work to overcome whatever mental barrier is stopping us from taking care of our physical body, but we are going to work to overcome fat phobia.
And I think I'm doing a really good job of not engaging in diet culture. Now let me go through these 11 ways, these 11 common things that I see.
Please.
And see if you're doing any of them. You might be like, gold star for me, I'm not doing any of them. And that's cool, that's amazing. And also, if you are doing all of them, that's, you know, that's to be expected.
Okay.
Because this stuff is so normalized. It's so hard to remove diet culture from your life.
It is, dude. Just the other day when I was in the grocery store, I saw a bag of salad. Hoo, girl. Woo! I almost punched somebody. I'm sorry for that. That was a joke.
If you think that the way that you behave or the things that you believe or the things that you're doing are well balanced and normal, then why would you need to remove it from your life?
Can we get to the 11 things, please?
When it's just a part of living.
Right, eating healthy is just a part of living, and I don't need to remove it from my life as it keeps me alive.
And sometimes you need someone to kind of shine a light on it and say,
Are you serious? So you are about to shine a light on somebody else's healthy eating and make them think, wait a minute, what am I doing? Like, why would they come to you for this advice is my question, right? Like, who's coming to you that's eating healthy and they're like, hey, how can I stop eating healthy and throw away all my hopes and dreams? Please help me.
This is probably not that helpful for your mental health.
Okay, well, I mean, if I want your results, then I'll take your advice.
Okay, so number 1, compensating for eating food or eating quote-unquote bad food. That's number 1. Number 2.
Okay, I would say that's dumb. Eating healthy food to make up for the bad food that you ate is just eating more.
Speaking and thinking about food in a disordered way. Ooh, I shouldn't. We are so naughty. Number 3.
Thinking about whether I should eat food or not is diet culture and it's bad. So I should just indiscriminately eat anything in front of me that can fit inside of my mouth. Okay.
Being subscribed to diet company emails or still paying them or following accounts that are...
Are you kidding? If I get spam from Zumba, then I'm succumbing to diet culture? Dang it!
Or still paying them or following accounts that are quote-unquote health and fitness. Number 4, you're impressed when you see inspirational bodies.
Right. We should be bitter and angry when we see people in good shape. We shouldn't be inspired, right? Because clearly we aren't riddled with personal issues. Here's a little pro tip. If you find yourself getting angry at somebody because they're hot, it's because you're jealous and bitter. If that person is actually a jerk, sure, dislike them. But if you're looking for reasons to dislike them just because they're hot, you're jealous. You're jealous.
And feel unimpressed when you see fat bodies, so before and after pictures.
Okay, so if you're inspired by people with a good body and unimpressed by fat bodies, you're succumbing to diet culture. Okay, so I need to be unimpressed with people that have put in the hard work and changed, and be impressed with people that have not. What? Why would we do that? Why wouldn't we respect the hard work that guy put in? Just because we didn't do it, we can't respect it?
You say, it's not about being thin, it's about being healthy. That is number 5. Number 6, restricting what you eat because of what others will think. Number 7, tracking yourself.
Tracking yourself is succumbing to diet culture. How dare you count calories and do the math on how many calories your body needs for the day? How dare you? Mathematics, no. Fat phobia and diet culture.
Number 8, thinking that there are good and bad foods. Number 9.
So there are no good or bad foods. A cake has the same nutritional value as spinach, and they will impact your physique in a very similar way. I don't know, maybe that flawed logic is what got us to where we are today.
You do stuff to stop yourself from thinking about food or ignoring hunger signals. Number 10, you detox. Number 11.
I like how we just brush over that. Number 10, you detox. I don't even know what that means, but I'm going to have to agree with you on this one. Those detoxes are mostly nonsense, if not all nonsense.
You believe fat people are fat because they eat too much food and don't exercise.
Okay.
And that's the only reason someone is fat, and that's the only reason someone is thin, because they do that opposite stuff.
Okay, so believing in physics and calories and math is succumbing to diet culture. Thank you so much for teaching me how to give up on all my hopes and dreams. I've been having all these goals and desires and stuff in life holding me back. Why do I want to achieve stuff? Why do I want to get stuff done? Why do I want to better my life? What are you doing, stupid? Fat phobic is what you are. I know. I shouldn't have tried to turn my life around that one time. I'm sorry. Alright, so that was crazy, and obviously I disagree with all of the aforementioned, but what do you think? Is it not my fault that I can't fit into the plane seat? Are these seats not designed for humans? And are you succumbing to diet culture by being inspired by people that are in good shape? Leave a comment below. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.